Hey Aaron. Alright, so last week I went and checked out the new Transformers 1 movie. I really enjoyed it. Thought that was a really good movie. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me. I hadn't seen any trailers or anything going into it, so pleasantly surprised with that one. But because I went out, I decided to sort of make a day of it. And I actually ended up going to a few places and picked up a few things. So yeah, let's just get into it. The first place I went to was one of my normal spots. It was an antique mall. And I dug through some comics. I ended up picking up a decent stack of books. So yeah, let's just go through it. I picked up this one mainly because I had just seen Transformers, but New Adventures, uh, Transformers #1, purely picked up because I had saw the movie and I was in that Transformers mood. Why not? We got Captain America: The Death of a Dream. This is the second printing variant for #25. I believe this is the Death of Captain America, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I read it, but I just thought it was a nice cover. Um, Kind of a more graphic cover compared to the typical #25. Green Lantern 208. I know this is a first appearance. I don't think it's a real significant one, but I just thought the cover was interesting. It jumped out at me. All these were a buck each, so I was in the mood to pick up some things, so grab that. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1. Not super high grade or anything, but generally I think people know what this book is. I picked these up just because I don't see like video game comics super often. They were missing #1, but I got Halo Uprising #2. Again, for a buck each, why not? #3. I played a lot of Halo back in the day. And #4. So just missing #1. But great covers. Can't turn that down. This one was kind of fun to pick up. Batman Hunt, Dark Knight I believe it's book 3, if I remember correctly. Yeah, book 3. First printing. I'm not a huge Batman fan, but I do know enough to know this is a good story. And then the last thing I actually picked up 3 copies of the same book. This is the first American appearance of this character, this series, and she's kind of a classic for the 1980s in anime. The anime plays almost like a sitcom of the same era. But it's Urusei Yatsura. This is Lum #1. Like I said, I got 3 copies of it for a buck each. Again, first American appearance of this. Very iconic Japanese property. Definitely, it's kind of aimed more at a female audience, but I still think it's funny. I think it's it holds up pretty decently. I want to say 2022, they did a remake that was more story driven, which is also very good, just very different from the original. Even though it's following the same story, it's just the focus is different. But the artwork really stands out. It's very vibrant, very bright, but really cool. Happy to pick those up. Was going to leave them for $1. After that, I actually went home for a bit, and I decided I was going to go back out, and I was going to check out Bookman's, which is a local like used media store here. I don't go there super often because ever since like the 2020 2021 boom, I feel like their prices really aren't realistic anymore. They kind of got greedy in my mind, but I still stop in every now and then. And because I constantly buy stuff like collections, whatnot, I had a lot of overstock on like DVDs and stuff that I didn't want. It wasn't really worth selling individually, so I brought it to them, and I ended up getting $31 in store credit. So I figured, why not? I'll look around. Their comics are still astronomically priced in my mind. I don't have any need for them, but I decided to check out their toys, and I had some pretty good stuff. And then I saw this, and I had to pick it up. It is a SH Figure Arts Bulma from Dragon Ball. Bulma was probably like my first sort of like crush growing up, if I were to guess. And it had it for $55. You can look it up. That's a really good price, like even to begin with. And then I had my $31 store credit. So got this for a really, really good deal, going right up on my shelf. I haven't decided if I'm going to open it or not. I think it's already been opened before, but I kind of like the display in the box. But yeah, for the price, absolutely happy to pick that up. And then after that, I decided to hit another antique mall. I know they usually had some okay comics, and I found one booth that had a bunch of boxes of $3 comics. I went through them. Surprisingly, quite a good bit of good stuff in there, but I didn't really want to pick something up just for the sake of picking it up. I did grab one book, Strange Tales number 173. This is the final Brother Voodoo issue. I think it's also the first appearance of this character on the cover, Black Talon, which I don't know how significant that character is. I'm not super familiar, but just through flipping through it, I'm pretty sure it's his first appearance. But yeah, final Brother Voodoo Strange Tales issue. And yeah, that's basically all I decided to do. Just kind of made a day of nerdy, geeky stuff. Picked up some comics, a toy, saw a movie. So yeah, it's good stuff. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought. Like I said, I was very pleasantly surprised by it. And yeah, take care, everyone.